channel. Where's my channel? View channel. Come on, everybody. View your channel. There we go. There we go. Check. Check it. Let's see. I ain't got nothing to do. Turn the light up. Is this up? Is it up? Is it up? Life could be a dream. Should do bad. Let me see. Can I move this way? I don't have to fucking look so hard. Let me see. Oh, that's much better. There's a little test run for me. I'm going to test this out real quick. Watch as guess. Let's watch as a guess. Let me see if this works. Let's see if it works. If it works. Life could be a dream. See how many people we get on here. Oh, let me see. Let me go back. 4 watching. Nice. What are you watching? You're watching me fuck around. Let's go. I'm trying something on my monitor. I wasn't really going to do a live stream. I was just double checking. But I'm going to watch Joe Wentz. Whoops. What are you guys doing? Yeah, you too, MT and Tar. I was outside. I was gonna change my truck battery. What's up, Rex? Too fucking hot outside, man. Today feels like it's like summertime. You guys get to watch that video with the triad thing? Yeah, I thought about live streaming tonight, but I'm gonna watch Joe Wentz. He got a new fucking satchel. He's gonna be on an 8:30 Joe Wentz project. I want to see his new satchel. I think he got a white one. Kind of can't wait to see that. That'll be kind of cool. Did you guys hear about fucking Sebastian on fucking the Monsters of Rock cruise? He got into with my boy. Whoops. He got into my Stevie Rochelle. He's a friend of mine. Oh, Apple movies I'm watching now. My remote slid off the thing. Let me grab it. He had words with Stevie Rochelle. I heard he was a drunk asshole. Yeah, Joe Wentz, W-E-N-T-Z project. He's pretty good. He's a Van Halen fanatic. But he loves Charvels. Yeah, Sebastian Bach got into it with Ted Poley and fucking my boy Stevie. I've known Stevie for a while. Stevie ain't no little man either. Stevie's a big boy from Tough. But his brother in Tough, uh, the Tough guitar player, he Nico, his younger brother, played with my friend Sean Westman. That's why I knew him. Yeah, he was drunk, acting like an ass. You know, I don't. That's the thing, man. No matter how fucking good you are as a vocalist, and I know he's still good. I've seen him, but you can't just fucking talk shit amongst your peers like that in a VIP dinner party for the band members. So Sebastian had got the word that he wanted to talk to Stevie. Stevie walked up, extended his hand. And what I like about Stevie Rochelle is he'll just say the fucking truth, and he's not afraid to. And I got to give props to Stevie because he held his own. He acted like a fucking man, and you know stood right in front of him. And then when the security came and blocked him, and Stevie was like, "I'm right here, bro." And once the guards came, Sebastian started acting like a tough guy again. I heard he embarrassed his family, and then he was calling fucking Stevie's wife names when she went back in to get her friends, and he was calling her, uh, like really bad words. I don't know about him anymore. I've had words with him in the past too, but even Ted Poley said he'd kick his ass anytime. Ted's little, but I wouldn't put it past Ted. Ted's a nice guy. When you piss Ted Poley off from Danger Danger, you got a fucking problem. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, people have been known to fucking come up missing on those cruise ships. He's lucky Tammy wasn't there, right? Tammy would have. I'm not saying he did anything, but. Why does Richie Blackmore play dirty and sloppy? It's kind of his style, really. Blackmore was always sloppy. I don't think he was ever super clean. But man, that's some shitty things in front of all those bands, and you fucking blow a gasket. That's really disappointing. Not and I've hung out with him a couple times where he was okay, and then when he starts drinking, it's the Uncle Teabags effect. They lose fucking control of their emotions. It's a shame because when Sebastian's sober, he can be an all right guy. Same like Teabags. Sober, he's an all right guy. As soon as you start getting that fucking fire water in you, you turn into a complete fucking asshole. Gaskets or caskets. Yeah. See, now Stevie's got more reserve than me. Because I'd have fucking, I would have punted from the 20-yard line. But Patrick goes on those cruises and he plays with a lot of guys. I told him I don't know if I would be able to do that. Because some of those guys can be assholes. You know, they just get weird. Like I grew up with Jason from Saigon Kick, right? I known him since we were little kids, growing up all those years and hanging out and playing together. And then when I seen him at Guitar Center one day, he acted really weird to me. And I'm like, bro, we used to watch your fucking little sister together. What the fuck is wrong with you? No one knows who the fuck Saigon Kick is anymore. You ain't that famous no more, motherfucker. But some people get that way. I don't understand it. Whoops. Oh yeah, what was that show? I remember. I know what you're talking about. Where they tried to put the band together, where they lived in the house. That was a messed up show. That was a messed up show. Oh yeah, the sound's great. I know. I was looking at my gold top. I haven't played my gold top in a while. My buddy wants to buy my gold top. I don't. My. I'm like, I don't know if I want to sell that, bro. He keeps begging me for this. Your landlady said shut up. Oh, super group. Yeah. Something happened with Jason Bonham on that show. He told me something I don't remember. I think he didn't something happen on the show with Jason. I mean, I think he said he had to leave to do a show or something, and they were working without him. But that's not what happened. He just got pissed off and left. He was like, he couldn't. Now Jason will fight you. But I know Jason told me he got really pissed off on that show. He had to do a show. I know he told me he didn't want to go back. He was fucking pissed off. He said he was fed up with the show. He said it was a bunch of bullshit. I wasn't gonna come on. I was testing something through my monitor. It was too fucking hot out to do anything. gone to Walmart. Dude, I just came back from Walmart. I had to get a battery for my truck. I bought one of those battery charger things. That fucking don't work, man. I ended up spent $190 for a truck battery. And you know, I bought one of those silver things out of AutoZone or whatever. It's like a brand new battery. That thing sucked. You know, I have better luck with batteries out of Walmart than I do out of any of the other places. I just can't stand going up to the service desk when there's like a line of 50 and there's only like 2 people working up there. Especially on a Saturday, you know? Yeah. It's crazy. I actually had to get dressed and put real pants on. I wear pajama bottoms most of the time. Compare the PRS to this. Just out of shits and giggles. This guitar, my white one is my favorite, but I gotta say this gold top is probably my second favorite. Let me see, it's right there. Let's see if I could grab it real quick, just for shits and giggles. Feels about the same weight as the Les Paul, actually. Now that I pick it up. What's up, Mechanic Jams? I'm just messing around. Just got back to Walmart. This sounds just as good as the Les Paul. Plays just as good as the Les Paul. So what do you want to pay? $1,600 or $900? That's crazy to me. Airport? What were you on tour? Mechanic Jams is on tour. He's doing flight dates. You should do a fucking a Mechanic Jams in the plane, bro, and fucking live. You should do a video and let that shit go viral. Somebody just got arrested for doing that in a Publix down here. They did a jam in the deli in the Publix. 5 guys get arrested. They walked in and set all their equipment up and started filming. The police came and arrested these guys. Fucking it. The stupidity that goes on, all for viral videos to make money. It's out of control. Man, to be honest, this place, I might have to sell that gold Les Paul. This thing plays and sounds just as good. I could buy 2 of these. Fuck Gibson. No, I'm just I love Gibsons. You know, I own probably just as many. Gibs. I don't own as many. I think I have more Fenders than I do anything out of all my guitars. Not in here, but all together. You don't have real ID, so you paid 45 for that. What's like? Remember, there's a guy named Johnny Somali. I think he's in fucking North Korea. He's in fucking prison. He ain't getting out anytime soon for doing those stupid fucking videos. And see, like a lot of people think that, oh, my country will come save me. They don't give 2 fucks about you. Do stupid shit. They don't care. There was another influencer. It was a girl. She was like in Saudi. I heard, and she was like saying "fuck you" and you and I over like if you curse in Saudi, you go into jail. Like for me, I have to be very careful what I say over there because if you say shit or fuck you, I think that's what happened to the drummer. What's his name from the Scorpions? He was at the airport and they gave him shit. Oh, you saw that girl? What was his name? The drummer that died with the Scorpions had the drug problem. Not cognac, cognac. Man, I forget his name. But he was at the airport in Saudi or Dubai, and he told him, you know, that's my shit or something or bullshit. He said that something like that in the airport to one of the people that lived there. He went to jail for like he missed the Scorpion show. That was the end of him. They have a lot of strict rules there. I know when Patrick was there, he told me, you know how you sit and you put your ankle, you cross your legs, but it's flat, and you put your ankle across your knee? That's against the law over there in Dubai, in Saudi. It's a disrespectful way of sitting for men. You'll get arrested for sitting wrong. You could sit wrong and get arrested in a fucking country. Yeah, Russia's beautiful, man. You know, like a lot of my friends talk shit about Russia, but I'm like, dude, we got Marines moving there all the time. It's a beautiful country, and they don't put up with shit there. Like you can only watch TV for 2 hours a day. They allow or something like that over there. They're really strict too. But if you follow their rules, you got not just don't talk bad about Putin, and you got nothing to worry about. You know, like this shit over here where you talk bad about Trump or Biden. Believe me, this ain't political. I'm just saying, like, if you were on one side or the other and you talk shit about your president, if you did that over in Russia, you're in prison. Like, a lot of people don't realize how easy they got it over here, you know? But, like, when I traveled and stuff, I saw a lot of that. The glam metal hippie last night, dude, he was, man, he comes on so late. I guess he's like 10, 11 o'clock central. So that he came on around 12:30 last night, and I watched him for an hour, like half asleep. And then after that, I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned and tossed and turned. I just couldn't get comfortable. I took the 300 gabapentin. I couldn't sleep. I just every way I moved, I just was uncomfortable. I wasn't in pain. I was just uncomfortable. Yeah, me too. One of the USC fighters, Munson, he moved over there. They treat him like a fucking superstar. I don't know if you guys know who Munson is. That's a crazy motherfucker too. He used to come over when my buddy Vincent, the Godspell Ronin that comes on. Vincent used to live next door to me, and you know he trained all those guys. And Munson used to come over all the time. He was cool as shit. A little crazy though. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to. Ticket sales. I didn't have a choice. But when I did, what I did, we had guides and stuff. So like when you're like if you're like in Israel and you're traveling like into Palestine and other places with even with armed guards, when you rent a car, when you have to go and re-rent another car. You can only drive checkpoint to checkpoint and rent another car, checkpoint to checkpoint, another car. You can't just drive all the way through. It's really weird. Oh, the Dixie Chicks? I never liked them. Yeah, yeah. Bad mouthing your own country is not a good thing. And then it's like that who was that basketball star that got arrested in Russia taking drugs over was you know it's like how do you not know what the fuck the laws are before you go over there? Find out what the fucking laws are so you don't get in trouble. Like when I went to Thailand, they took us right off the plane and sat us in front of the magistrate, who was like the whole band and the crew and everything. You can't do this, you can't do that. They made me button my shirt up. They made me take my cross off, hair in a ponytail, earrings out. They were very, very strict. Brittany Griner, that's it. I can't stand her either. Fucking all these people that make millions of dollars of money, and so disrespectful to the country that they're making it from. They could be in another fucking country, living in a fucking desert somewhere. You know what I mean? That's why I never take anything for granted. That's why I say I just got lucky. That's all. You know what I mean? And I was. Who else did I just talk to? Anthony Esposito from Lynch. Boy, I can't tell you those stories. They weren't good. He told me what happened between them and Oni and everything. I don't really want to say, but I was like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, I love it here, man. Same thing. I always came back home. I was born in Rhode Island, but I grew up in Florida, man. I always come back to Florida. I feel I grew up here. It's always nice to go on vacation somewhere else, and you get that fresh. It's like that. What do they call it? The honeymoon kind of effect. Oh, I love it here. I need to move here. But if you actually moved there, you'd hate it and don't want to move somewhere else. But like I just always come back here. Yeah, I love the United States, man. It's one of the most incredible countries in the world where you can. I mean, you can't just do whatever you want, but we have a lot of fucking freedom compared to some of these other countries. I mean, I actually think we have too much freedom. Where some shit gets out of control. Like we had two schools go on lockdown the other day. One was a false alarm, and the other one was a fucking BB gun brought to school. And that Jackson sounds good too. Let me compare that with the Jackson again. They're about the same in weight too. I lived in Tennessee. Fucking hated it. I had property of 60 acres in Westport, Tennessee. An hour to a fucking road that was paved. Can we bring the pickup up a little more? Let's see if I unloose it. Right? Get to see me fuck with a guitar. Yeah, it's always the people. Guns aren't the problem, it's the people that own the gun. You know, it's always the people with making poor and bad decisions. And a lot of that comes from bad parenting or lack of. You know, and the like I was having a like my one of my black friends, he you know what he's pissed off at? We were having a long discussion on like the lies and everything that we were brought up. You know, I forgot her name. She was like one of the first millionaire women in the world in the United States, even amongst white and black women. She was a black woman, and she was born in the 1800s. She was a millionaire by like 1900. You know, and then you had. He was saying that he thought the biggest divide was when Alex Haley came out with Roots, because there was so much plagiarism in there and inconsistencies and fibbing about the actual history of black people, and they took it and ran with it, and he said he thinks that was what divided everybody. That's coming from a black man. I was like, I never thought of that. He goes, because when you think about that, he goes, even before Civil War and stuff, he said we were as black people, we were well off. We embraced the South. We loved the South. Yeah. You were born and raised in Tennessee? Oh, really? Faulkner's new album's good? Well, Richie has a house over here. The band's probably European, but I think he has a house over here as well. Not in Florida, but I think around L.A. or Arizona. Let's see. Let's see. Should I mess with it some more? I wonder if I could get that down. Hair more down. Tinkering. I didn't get to tinker with this yet. Oh, I heard it that time. It's a sweet spot. Yeah, there's like a sweet spot on a bridge in between lowering it and with the height of a pickup and the string height, and you get these really cool harmonics. I don't know if you can hear it now. Whoops, I'm gonna put the pickup down just a hair. Get in there. Can't see. Can't see. Get in the hole. That's right. Right one. I believe so. No. Stupid. You need a screwdriver, not an Allen key to put a pickup lower. It'd be legendary to shred in there. Dude, I find places all the time. Like sometimes, like I'll be walking through a place and I'll go, yeah! Like I'll scream and I'll be, man, I could record some vocals in here. I think it's good. Try squinting my left eye and leaning to the right a little. That's the Sebastian look, ain't it? The Velvet Hammer says, when you drink and sing, yeah, he's still doing the Velvet Hammer. And he's going to have to come up with some new content because, I mean, he's running out of stories. I mean, how many fucking stories can you say? Like Serge Joban the other day was saying something about how he has all these people to contact him to shill and blah, blah. I said, show me the letters. Show me the emails. I don't believe you. I get that once in a while. Even companies that I know, people from companies, they don't call me to ask me to fucking do products. Those people, companies very rarely reach out to a fucking social media guy unless he's got like 100,000 followers, or you know what I mean, or 50,000. 15,000. No, no. These are the people that want to be social media stars, so they reach back out to these companies. Hey man, I got this channel, blah blah blah. They're so full of shit. You know, like it's just you know, even in my level of playing, or even a Dave's speech, you would think that somebody would reach out. Hey man, would you guys like to do some videos? You guys can play. We want to, you know. You got 26 subscribers. Everyone subscribe to Mechanic Jams. get it, get him 100 subscribers. Mechanic Jams, I'm gonna put an ad on fucking Marketplace, Facebook for you. You know, that's a lot of. That's another thing is like a lot of people don't know. When you do a video or something, in the description you do the hashtag and you tag things. You know, to to get it where you're going. MT, you have one sub and a million friends. Didn't oh yeah. Didn't he say he was gonna have to get a real job or something because his old lady was tired of paying for everything? Yeah, that's the other thing. When I hear people say, this is my job, what the fuck are you talking about? Talking about bullshit stories about the fucking 80s and 90s? That's a job? How is that productive to society? You know, even me, I went back into music in a different field of music, but it wasn't fucking YouTube. It was writing for artists after I got done playing and doing all the what I did with my bands and subbing for a couple bands that were friends of mine. Then I ended up writing for a lot of people, you know. And if I really wanted to stay in the business and not write no more, I probably could say, hey man, why don't you make me an A&R guy or something? Let me go look for music. Apparently Otis is making some money doing it. Yeah. You make you make $1,500 for every million views. Think about that. A million views. $1,500 for a million views. He's not even close. But if you take away, and he's probably making $1,500 a month off of his YouTube channel. Yeah, A&R guys are still around. They don't really call them A&R guys no more. It's something relations, artist relations. But they changed the name. They have like a different abbreviation. But they watch Spotify now. They watch. So that's how Post Malone hit it big. He had his dad buy a bunch of Spotify and it jumped up in the charts. Spotify. Spotify. Or you could just fucking actually write a song that somebody wants to listen to and then you can make some money. Fucking tea bags. Yeah, there's no more A&R people that used to go out around clubs and stuff. All that shit's done. And like Dave was saying, most of the bigger labels, own like four or five. Like I forget who. I think Capitol Records might be owned by AT&T, and AT&T owns Comcast and that part of DreamWorks and stuff like that. There's some smaller ones. Yeah, that's the other thing, man. I see a lot of guys that really shouldn't be fucking reviewing gear. I hate to say it on YouTube. The real true art, you know. I mean, they should have it where somebody is like almost like it like having a I don't know, like if Eddie Van Halen was alive, having someone like him in the room, asking like different levels of guitar players, hey, what do you think about this? But it shouldn't be some fucking guy that's half-assed with chords, and then you see the comments, oh, you're great, and you do this and that. And I'm not trying to bash anybody because it's still good for music to push and get that stuff out there. But I mean, at some point, you know, What are you gonna do? End up with like 100,000 subscribers and you can't even play songs, and now you go out and you think you're a celebrity because you have a big YouTube channel. Oh, I'm a guitar player from YouTube. Oh, I got over 100,000 subs. Oh, let me hear you play. And then you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to put anyone down. It's just that I grew up in a time that you had to be a fucking guitar player to get an endorsement deal. Companies wouldn't look at you, and there are still boutique companies that will not let YouTubers fucking get any of their gear. And if you do a demo of their gear, they'll tell you to remove it, that you don't have permission. Yeah, it's like Peter Pan, peanut butter owning Microsoft. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that. When I hear people like I hear like I've heard young kids say I'm not interested in what you have to say about the music scene. Really? I talk to record labels almost every day. Why wouldn't you want to know? It would be beneficial to you to know. And then you go, well, that's a dumb kid right there. He doesn't want to hear it, you know. But again, he's probably been brought up that way to be disrespectful and not hear it, you know. But maybe they don't want to hear it because it's hurtful. That it sucks. It does. It does. There are ways to make it. I'm not saying that those days of the big record deals and signing bonuses and not advancements are done. They're gone. You used to get like an 8-year contract for 6 albums. Those days are gone. Yeah, they don't want reality, man. And I see guitar players. I have friends that aren't that good, and I support them. Like I go out to shows if I can, and I'll support them. And they're like, "Man, that was embarrassing. You're here." I'm like, "Dude, don't worry about it. You're doing the best you can. At least you're on a fucking stage, doing what you love, and you're trying. You're not in a bedroom talking shit behind a keyboard. You're doing it. Be proud of yourself." You know. And then he may ask, what do you think I need to improve on? I said overall with the band, you as a band, focus on the band. People come to see the band, not just one guy, unless he's good looking like Velvet Hammer. You love watching imperfect players, but come on, a person that is just starting out and have more subs than yeah, that's crazy. What do you say, Paul? The smart people come to your channel for truth and stay for the laughs. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta have some kind of sense of humor about all this. Like I know, I know Zach. His page probably is not going to be up much longer. My lawyer sent a letter to YouTube to remove him permanently. You wonder where he found that jacket? You know what that purple robe reminded me of is the Mickey Mouse sorcerer robe from Disney World, but like in XXXL. I don't know if you guys saw his one of his last videos. It was like AI picture of himself. He was like all buff, like all chiseled. The Velvet Hammer. That's it. All he needs is the Mickey Mouse hat, the sorcerer hat with the fucking. And he was so playing like a fucking guitar wizard. Yeah, that's always about the music. There's always a mass amount of listeners that have terrible taste in music but make it popular. It's because, you know why? Probably 80% to 90% of the people that listen are tone and pitch, and they have pitch problems and they're tone deaf. They don't really know the difference between like that's why I say everybody wants to see a show, because if I'm in Guitar Center and there's a mom that's like, say, in her 50s, and I go, she doesn't know how hard that is. So, and she doesn't even hear the notes in like in key. So if somebody's going like that, still might sound good to her. Where some people go, ooh. But those are the people that think they can sing and they end up on American Idol. You suck, get off. My friends say I'm fucking good. The Velvet Hammer can sing. London Calling. Yeah, London Calling. What's up, 65 Lynchy? Parody cartoons of the Velvet Hammer. That would be funny. The Velvet Hammer parody cartoon. Him chastising Zach in tea bags. Like in a grocery. Like coming out of Guitar Center going into Publix right next door. Can you imagine? The Velvet Hammer says, get back in line. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. There's a lot of funny stuff that people can do. That's why I say you gotta have some fun with it. Hello, are we reaching you? See, he keeps hanging up. Yeah, you could do it, dude. Did you guys look up Iron Maiden, Paul Maiden, Paw, Paul Maiden? Someone did an AI cartoon of them singing Maiden songs, but in the lyrics are towards dogs. It's hilarious. Run to my bowl. It's hilarious. You guys gotta watch it. Yeah, I saw the harp clip. Oh, you watched it? Yeah, that's funny. Paw Maiden or Maiden Paw, something like that. I showed my wife. She pissed her pants. My dog wouldn't stop watching it. He's watching them, and a dog watching a dog sing. I don't know. So like, I'm watching my dog. I'm like, does he think he's supposed to do what they're doing? Because he sees me play guitar. Hey, wait a second. No, we should be playing guitar, and he should be sitting on the floor begging for food. It's Paw Maiden. I love the AI Bigfoot one too. My kid watches that all the time. The AI Bigfoot. That's hilarious as shit too. White They got cat videos too. I watch the funny dog and cat videos too. Those are crazy ass. You know, like or the fails where oh my dog's a vegetarian and they got the raw meat and that dog goes right for the raw. No, and they're like that shit's funny too. I watch those and I watch where the cops pull people over all the time and they like I watched one lady who called the cops because they stole her drugs. Iron Pauden. Iron Pauden. Iron Pauden. They're head banging and shit. Those dogs. It's funny. My dog's like, how's it going? I forgot that song. How do you play that? Where's my remote? Let me see the chords on that. That's gonna drive me crazy now. Zach Sabbath live in Charlotte. He's doing Zach Sabbath now? Zach Sabbath? Really? See, like, I don't agree with Zach Sabbath. I know you play with Ozzy, but to call yourself Zach Sabbath? Let's see. See if I can type it in quick. Me and my crew. I hear my son. Fucking give me the chords. Check out Psychedelic Desert Rock. I might have to do. I got my TV on. Let me see. Listen, 365. Let's see how he plays it. I don't want to sign in. What's that about? Oh, you suck. Get off my TV. He played that weird. Cat made. You guys know how to play that one? Turn up the radio. I used to play that. I used to like the chords in that. Let's see. There it is. You want me to sign into my TV? You gotta get ready to board. All right, mechanic, you guys have a safe flight. Here it is. Man, that's a long ass fucking lesson video. 30 minutes? 30 minutes for a video. That's the one thing I don't like about Guitar Lessons 365. Just play the fucking parts. Let me see it. I'll figure it out. See? That's all I needed. That was a great song. But you know, I didn't play with that. Yeah, he always sounded like Ozzy before he started Zach. But I don't know, calling yourself Zach Sabbath because you play with Ozzy, you had nothing to do with Sabbath except for Ozzy. I don't know. At least have someone from Sabbath in your band. I got Dave. We're gonna do War Pigs. So if you guys don't know, if you didn't tune in last night, so I have War Pigs restarted. Steve's old Sabbath tribute. It's gonna be me, Dave Spitz, Patrick Johansson from Yngwie, and Gabe Cologne from Lynch Mob. I thought you played that with a chord. Something like that. Turn up the radio. That's a cool song. Did any of you guys want to play that? That solo is pretty crazy. I don't remember that. That's a weird solo. They does that double tapping in there. I don't remember. I think it's the five. Something like that, right? I don't remember it. I should relearn that. That's a good song. I can fucking play it all night. In the middle of the night while my wife's sleeping. Wake her the fuck up. Turn up. I get in the mic too. Just fucking kill me. Could you imagine like 3 in the morning just fucking blasting that at full power? What is that? Steve Lynch was a fucking great guitar player. I don't care what Sebastian Bach says about. Oh man. Sebastian Cox. So what else is going on, guys? Anything else good? Anything good? I probably won't stay on long. I gotta fucking put battery in my truck. Check, check. Turn up the radio. 13 watching. Wow. That's pretty good for a Saturday afternoon. Just fucking not even doing nothing. You guys must be as bored as me. I really like this guitar a lot too. Mystery. You get a feeling my breath smells like booze? Not with a 10-year-old kid in the middle of the day. That would be Uncle Teabags at this time. Not me, brother. What's up, Jerry? Let me see if I can get out of here without knocking that screen off. Let's see. What else have we got? Can we get that in there? That's a long shot from way over there. Mystery duh. Mystery duh. The only way my breath smells like booze at this time in the afternoon is because I got done making out with your mama. How's that? It might be a just a guitar day. Can't do that. Let's see, we could use this one right here. What's up, Jerry? What's going on? How you doing today? Just a wild night, rock and roll. Let's try this one. Oh, you're setting up a new LP? Fret leveling? You can do luthier work too, bro? Bring this side down a little bit too, make it flatter. I love working on guitars. Oh, you love this, Jackson? Vitaly? Oh, yeah, I know who he is, the Russian guy. Didn't President once he told he was getting arrested for dis. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Philippines sucks. If you're gonna be their jails are horrible. Actually, probably bring this side up a little bit more now. I love that name, man. Tortured Poets. What a fucking great name. Just hanging out, setting up guitars, bro. What are you doing? Really? Oh, that's a badass name, bro. I wouldn't mind stealing that from my band. We have Tortured Poets. What a great band name that would be. Tortured Poets. That's a cool. That's one of the coolest names I've seen in a long time, man. To be honest with you. I'm just messing around, setting up guitars here and there. That's pretty cool, right? you getting your channel back on? I'll check it out, bro. Yeah, we need as many guitar fucking players as we can. Educate the youngsters. Tortured Poet Stop Music. He's got one word, Tortured Poets, and then like a dash music. Nothing better than a sauce lick of the heartfelt solo. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's as low as I can go, John. Without it. I think it sounds a little better. That sounds pretty good. That's about as good as I could get without. That's about as close as I can get that one. I think I need to adjust the neck a little bit. It's got a pretty decent sized bow in it. I need to flatten it out just a hair. Can I get to the truss rod? I don't think I have it long enough. I get my truss wrenches over there. Sometimes they put a little bit too much bow in there, and it kind of, you get a little... thing plays fucking good too, right? I love guitars. I just love guitars. The Kramer still sounds good too. I got that set up pretty good. This sounds really good too, this guitar. Jackson stepped up their game as well. I mean, Jackson was, in the day, Jackson was the shit. Then they went to shit. And now they're back around again. You know? It's kind of like, I don't know. There goes a wrench. Fucking monkey wrench. $50 for those. That was an insane deal. $149, $160 shipped to the house. That shit's crazy. What else do I got? I haven't played this in a while. Yeah, I have backing tracks. Let's see, I don't think I'm in tune with one. Here you go, right here. It's a half step up. I'm tuned a half step down, so these are my tracks. I did some more too, by the way. I gotta record. Those are all my tracks. I actually put out a bunch of tracks for you guys. I think that's on there. That's one of the tracks I put for you guys to jam on. I play different on the tracks though, but that's how you got to. I've been writing with the industries and stuff. They tell you to tame it down, but I mean, you can still jam on those. I mean, you just have to. you just work. You got. It's good to jam the tracks because then you work your parts out. You know what I mean? You just What did you say? Oh, it's been off too long. Fuck off then. I'll turn you off. Yeah, tracks are very important because you end up getting you gotta. Oh yeah. Well, dude, it's just a matter of practice and stuff, and knowing where stuff is, like tonality wise, like these are. So I gotta. If you go back through my videos, there's a thing that says jam tracks, original tracks to jam or something. Let's see. Let's see what this one is. It's like another. So you get the idea is you can mess around with chords. See stuff like that. You listen for pitches. So like I know that's a four and it doesn't sound good. So like I can bend it up to pitch to make it sound good a whole step. So you start listening for the notes to feed your ears. You know what I mean? Triads are important. So even here, a D major. So then you start figuring out, well, a D major 7, then an E minor. So then you got this whole pattern like in here, and then you have E minor here. Yeah, triads are very important. Feed your ears. So like even if I just mess with this. You can jam and play a lot of the licks over that. All right, Paul. See you next time, brother. So you can play shreddy stuff over there, but you got to do it in spurts, like I just did there. But you're listening for target tone. So you're listening for all those triads and target tones. It helps out immensely, like building your ear. So like all that stuff right there is written off triads. let's see. What else is on here? I forget how many songs I did, but there's a bunch. I just did about 10 more in the last 2 days. I think this ends around 9. Let's see. Even that. This is E flat. That's hard to play like that because I get the opening in there. I did this with the Chardell. See, like that, that's a target note. Just target tones. So you start looking at this. So there's the E minor triad. You can go in and out of like D major. Or D minor. Minor. Now there, the C sharp doesn't sound good or C flat. So, see, that note don't sound good. It does not sound good. But if you look, that's actually in G major. You could actually just go string by string and listen to the notes like that. I mean, it's that easy to do. And then when you hit the bad notes, you hear them, you know. So then you start adding like chords like that. Move up in the F sharp minor. The G minor don't sound so good. Don't sound bad. So you start looking at F major. So then you start going, well, F major works too. Yeah. And this is the Zeppelin one. That was the PRS. I should have kept the tunings in order instead of the songs. Start listing all those notes. Not bad. 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 Good. And the thing is, you just listen for the notes. So, like, just even knowing the notes and the scale, not all those notes are going to sound great. So you pick and choose. Like, you can hear. Certain notes are going to sound better. And then, so if you're going to do a fast run, you use them as more like, kind of like passing tones. So I might want to pick out. And then resolve it that way. Or something like that. You know, you just have to play a lot. There's no getting around it. You got to play a lot and listen to what you're doing. You know, try to actually listen for the notes and listen what the bass is doing over the chord. You know. That's all a G major scale. But if you look where I started the riff. It's the G major triad. There's my F sharp, giving it a tritone. That's how I start using the scales and certain tritones like that F sharp in there, which gives it that diminished flavor. Here's my flat 3. So my tritone is the 7 and the flat 3. You hear that all the time. So that's how I came up with that. Going to the 7 and then the flat 3. Stupid, right? But even if I didn't go to the flat 3 and I start looking at certain things, you know, I blues notes and this and that, you know, And the same thing with anything you write. You got to listen to it. Someone like my reply. So like even something as simple as playing. So you can take these two notes off the D, off the A. So there's your chord. Just going back and forth to the chord note. Then I change it up and I go into the G. The 5 into the 1. And that's how you end up taking something that's stupid actually turns into a song. And it's using complicated theory and knowing how to maneuver chords and tones. So there's a quick like little lesson on like writing and like how I take some, so like I might take a basic chord like here. And just move that whole thing down. I mean, it's that stupid. Or taking a riff. And play the same chord underneath in the same pattern. You can use like patterns and like things. Like I said, this note is in G major. It's a flat 2. But then you start looking at that, and you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you start looking at these notes and seeing how they relate to each other. Then you might use it as a passing tone like that. stupid stuff like that. You know, it just becomes, you know, repetition from playing through all that kind of stuff. Hey, Timmy. Sunny Chicago. It's sunny out? You have a question? You know your cage major and pentatonic shapes for each cage shape. And I'll tell you why, because it's taught wrong. There's no trick. So if I do this, can you tell me what that is? All your open strings. Do you know what that is? Noise? Yeah, but that's also E minor pentatonic. E, B, G, B, A, E. Major, minor pentatonic. Yeah. So with one finger, knowing that you can go, I can play A minor pentatonic, B minor. Oh, it doesn't sound that good because we're just playing it in just open strings or whatever. But then it's up to you to dictate and take those notes and look at some certain things. But if you look like an E minor pentatonic or an E minor triad, so you have if you play the E minor the way you normally play it, E, G, there's a G, B, there's a B. What is that? That's E, there's an E. So you're just repeating the notes. You're just repeating the same notes on the other side of your scale. And when you do that, if you were to do that knowing your notes and repeating your notes all over the neck, you would be it would, like you're doing in both spots, positions, you would be beneficial. So like if I played G major scale, I can also play C major in the same spot. Kind of like A minor here, E minor here. But I can play E minor here. So you have to get to know where all the notes are so that you can actually know where the triads are. So you know, see what I'm saying? So I manipulate scales and like note kind of things and stuff, but a lot of people are taught wrong. Like everyone you hear flat 5, flat 3, flat 7, but if you took a 1 4 5 and G being your major, your 1, the 1 4 5 is going to be your major positions or major chords. But how we move that pentatonic around? How come we're not moving that major scale around the same way? You're right in the store. Your phone mounted on the handlebars, the JitBoy blaring from the speakers. You're very excited. What the fuck is he listening to? So like, that's to give you an explanation. And so like, if I'm soloing in the key of G major or E minor, I can take that same exact shape. There's my F. Well, F ain't in G. But those scales are the same chords in the positions of the 1 4 5. So just like an A minor scale can play that way, there's my natural flat 7. We've been taught wrong. So we should be playing scales in a certain way. So like if you're in one key, figure out your major, whatever you're in. If you're in A major, C major, figure out your 1 4 5, which is that box. The, those are your major scale spots. It's a little, it's a little, takes a little work, but it'll make your life so much easier. So if I'm going, that's the same scale moved in 3 spots, and it all works in one key. Because the relative spot is that A minor scale works in all of those keys. I just watched Uncle Ben, try to explain turn up the radio, and he's like, "Well, the F just works in the key of G major." He didn't know that came from C major. C major, D major, and G major all have a very similar scale. It's the A minor pentatonic that ties those chords in with that G major chord, which is the natural F. Yeah, you get, hey, what's up, Tom? So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, it's just a matter of, it's just work. I would go back to the major and minor scales and start all over there. I don't like caged at all. I don't. And how I teach is pattern and position. So if I play an A minor chord or an A chord and I play an A minor scale with it, all those notes will always work with that chord. See what I'm saying? Pattern and position. One chord, one scale. One chord, one scale. One chord, one scale. Whether it's major or minor. That's how we should be taught. That's how I'm able to manipulate my scales and do some of the stuff. Now, it was an interesting conversation last night with Allison because I played piano first. So my fingers were used to going opposite direction. Instead of this way, 1 to 4, piano is 4 to 1. So that helped me to be able to do those crazy. To be able to do that, playing guitar was harder for me because I already was playing piano, playing from the 4 to the 1, or you want to call it the 5 to the 2, finger. So playing this way, because it went high that way, where it goes high this way, because your hand turns under. So now it's not this way, it's this way. So that was hard for me. So I had to really work at that. But that also was very beneficial to me later on in my playing, because a lot of people didn't play piano, and my fingers would move both directions really fast after a while. And that's where all that strange, stuff happened with those kind of licks. It's just a matter of having your fingers go in different directions at the same time. But because of the piano, I was able to do that, and then practicing scales. Any Monty licks? No. Montgomery is unbelievable too. But the same theory translated for me through jazz, because that's a lot of the jazzing with Alan Holdsworth, treating everything like pattern and position for me. That kind of, like if I would play like a see what I mean? also pattern and position even with the jazz chords. or same with the scales. Yeah. But I mean, I don't look at the 7, 9, and 11s like most people. They just naturally occur in the pattern and position. So, like, if you take one pattern like that G major, and you play it over your major chords in that key, there's your flat 7, flat 5, and D major. So then you start looking like, oh, well, I'm playing a D here. And then you start learning to tie those in that manner. And you're outside blasting me too in the street. That's funny as shit. So, like, the chord. So I look at each chord as a possibility. That's all it is. When is the 7th dominant? When flattened? Oh man, what did they talk? This is let's see. When is the 7th dominant? When flattened, maybe kind of like off a 2 chord, like a dominant 2nd chord, and then you flat the 7 off the A. But then you're back onto G. That kind of stuff. But those are really tricky chords because you have to use them like really specific. You know what I mean? Like a dominant 7th, and you flatten it. They sound good if you're doing stuff like. When you're doing the chromatic kind of stuff, they sound better because you're using them more like a passing tone. But those are, that's more in the jazz theory and looking like that and stuff. But, most of the songwriting, you're not going to find that. But those are cool. It is a cool idea and cool chords. I mean, you probably maybe, like, I never tried to sneak that into a song, like a pop song or something. But it could be kind of cool, I guess. Let's see. Nah, I don't know, man. That would be rough. Where's my queens? That would be tough, man. Yeah, sometimes they work good with the sus chords. And that depends. But you got to be careful with that too. But see, I'm playing that off of the dominant 2nd, the G. You have to be careful where you put that. But so for me, I would use it off the dominant second. So like if I was to change my song, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm using that tritone right there. And then I raise it. Then I raise the tritone. That's really tricky though, bro. You get away. You might be able to do like at the end of like. And then change it into a like a D. Something like that. You'd have to work it out and be careful with it though. I gotta stand up though. I'll be right back because I gotta stand. My leg's starting to hurt me. I'm cramped. I moved everything up. Well, I'm gonna just go over here for a quick second and stand without falling. Put some music on or something. Oh man, my foot hurts. Oof. Crunched up in there. Ah, feels much better. Much better. Whoops. Don't do that. Sounds like your dad when you were a teenager. You got to be careful with where you put that. Yeah. YouTube links in the chat. Mark Gorman. Oh, like linking a video. No, that's the other thing I wish they would do because I wish I could put pictures and show you guys certain things. Like I just sent pictures of my buddy Taylor Anderson to Stevie and Amir where he was playing with Lita Ford because I talked about him. But you guys can look up Taylor Anderson. You can as a moderator? See, I never tried any of that stuff. You guys are talking foreign language to me. Moderate. I know some people do have moderators, though. But yeah, certain things work well. And that's the thing, man. Like, even if you write something with, like, those dominant flat sevens and stuff like that, or raise them, whatever you're doing, like even when you're playing with like if you're writing by yourself, they might work well. But then if you try to write some lyrics in there, the singer might not be really good with super good with pitch, or the band, the way it comes into that. You have to be very careful. Should call my kid. I'm out of drinks. I've been drinking that Aldi soda, man. That's pretty good. Summit Aldi's. Let me see if I can get my kid to bring me something to drink. Wake me up. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a drink real quick. Hey Tristan. Yeah. Can you get me a Monster? Yeah. The yellow one. Thank you. You got it?
But do you know what I can have for dinner?
What you can? Yeah. We'll eat dinner in like 20 minutes.
Right now.
Mama's making dinner?
It's 4.
Oh yeah.
57.
427.
427.
Yeah. Have a Lunchable. I got extra. Man, today's going by fast. I didn't sleep so good. You got the neighborhood rocking. They'll be there. Here, I'll give you some music. There you go. Yeah, passing chords, I think of it more as. I think of it as a tritone as opposed to diminished as well, which is really diminished. Yeah, so like that diminished. So I don't even think of my 7 as a diminished. I think of it as minor, but then I think of it like as a tritone. Like the way I use it. Where it really is diminished. But like I said, if you're you can do it a couple ways. The problem again with that is it depends on the style of music you're doing. And then you're gonna have to maybe play more about along those lines. You know what I mean? Oh, that's that crank. Oh, there's clean. Oh, let me do my. I wish they did that with a toggle, man. Oh, wait. Wrong note. Man, I wish they put a toggle there. That's my only beef with this guitar. If they did that toggle. Yeah, the jazz stuff is really cool, but it's hard to use it. You can do it. You know where you could get away with that? It's like a pop country ballad. That could fit in. You could get that in a pop country ballad, maybe. But it depends on the singer too. You know. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one, Tommy. Because now you got me thinking where I don't usually use those chords or think of it that way. Now you fucked with me. You're making me think. Like, where could I put that? Too funny, right? It's kind of, but I mean, that's good to do. Because that's what I do with some of my leads, like with licks. I start looking at it like that. So this one, so I said, well, what if I walk that? Then you come up with another lick out of another lick. So, making me think about chords like that and stuff, then I start to think of some of the other, how would I use that? I would use it, where I would use that? In a turnaround. Maybe a turnaround. Yeah, he does do that in there. Like the turnarounds are cool too. Like, so if you're in. Using a dominant second chord with something like that, with the flat 7 or something like that, you could do something like that, or I don't know. I gotta go back and listen to that. Yeah, thinking is always a good thing. Now I'm determined to use that in a song. Yeah. It does have a great bluesy kind of. If you can work that into something like that with some other chords, you can get like what I was just doing there. You want the credit? I give you credit, bro. You're one of the first to actually dumbfound me, actually, because that I don't use those all the time, so I have to really think about that. I do that with my buddy Aaron. He's got 3 degrees in music, and he's a pianist. Does he get 3 or what's he got? Aaron, if you're watching, how many degrees do you got? I talk theory with him a lot, and I always dumbfound him, and he's actually smarter than me. I'm gonna come up with something for you. I'm gonna be up all night over this one, creating a riff off of that. That's funny because that's a great question. See, here's the thing about what he's saying is what I'm doing here. It's easier on a piano. See, there's that seven. See, but here's the good thing. That's like a country rock song. In adding that seven as a tritone actually makes it almost sound Zeppelin-y into chain. That's a totally different kind of sound for country music. You know what I mean? So that's why your question is really good because you could use that to your advantage. See, instead of thinking of it as a like a no one uses that, you got me thinking, how can I use that to create something in a rock country song to actually give it a different feel than what we normally hear? That's how you break into the country music scene and create something that people go, holy shit, this is really good. You know what I mean? It, and I on piano with the dominant seven and stuff, it's a little different than guitar. So like I was already thinking piano wise, and I was like, you know what, you could do, and but on guitar sometimes it doesn't work. That's funny that you got that from a piano player. But that's a really good question because that's a tricky one that actually make people think. But if you can manipulate that and use it to your advantage, that would be a huge factor. That's why I said people shouldn't be afraid of AI. What they should do is embrace it and then use it AI against itself. You learn from AI. Like AI is learning from the internet. Well, then you use it's taking the best information from all over the internet that you would have to research, but it's doing it for you. So use it to your advantage and steal from the AI. That's what I do. You know, so like when I'm writing stuff and I'm going, AI would never think of this with the tritone. There's no way it would create a song like this. I created it. There's no fucking way. Like Lenny Kravitz, there's no way it would create a song like that. So AI is in everything. You can beat AI and outsmart it. So that's a great point, man. That I got to give you props for that. You should be doing my show. Yeah. So that was really good, man. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I just came on here to check some stuff. My TV shut off anyway. But I'm gonna watch the Joe Wentz, Wentz. He bought a Charvel satchel. I can't wait to see it. But he's a Eddie Van Halen guy. He loves Eddie Van Halen. You know. And then I'm gonna what's his name, the poets. I'm gonna go on him and check him out. Matter of fact, let me see what it was called again. Are you still here, bro? Let's see. What was it called? Tortured Poets Music. I'm gonna have to check his channel out too. And Tom, do you got stuff on your page? Do you have any guitar stuff on your page, Tom? I can't remember. Just to let people know if you have some cool stuff on there that your people might want to see. And I'll probably take off in a few minutes too. I still gotta. I had to buy a battery for my truck. It's in the truck. I didn't hook it up. It's fucking hot out. Oh, you don't have a page? You should do a page, man. Put some of that stuff up. Because obviously, if you hang out with like guys like that, like Robbie, and he with like a Motown pianist and stuff. I'm pretty sure, knowing what you know, that you're probably a pretty good guitar player. And that's what I mean. The more stuff out there for the kids to see would be incredible, because a lot of kids have the wrong idea about music today. And I think kids got, to be honest, I think kids are real. Most kids are really lazy about music. They want to learn, but they don't have the patience and the time. Like my kid, I'm showing him Bohemian Rhapsody on piano, so he doesn't have the span, to create, and then the crossover. But he's 10, so he gets mad that he can't play it. So I had to show him a basic version with one hand. And I'm trying to get him to play the chord over here while he does ding 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 ding. But it's hard because he's 10. Kids want to listen. They want to play Oculus and Minecraft and Roblox and. But that, I think some of the gaming stuff is good for kids to learn and be strategic, but at the same time they get so obsessed with it that they don't want to do anything else. So it's good but bad, you know. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go take off and get ready to eat some dinner and everything. I'll probably come. I don't know. I don't know when the hell I come on. All I know is Tuesdays. I definitely will do live streams. Tuesdays. Anything but Tuesdays. Anything other day can be a crapshoot. Yeah, that was a great question. Cheers to you too, man. So let me go. Let me go get washed up and eat like a pig. Your plane crashed on Beato Island. When I was found, I was suffering from Beato face. Oh my god. I just hope that when Rick passes, God forbid, that they don't do an open casket with him in the casket. That'll freak me out. Now I'm gonna have dreams about that, thinking about that. Thanks, AP. All right, everybody. Cheers. Have a good night. Rest of your weekend. Who knows? Maybe I'll come on tomorrow. Maybe Tom can stump me again.